Hello, my lovelies. Welcome in. This will be a pick a deck for the question of, am I with my soulmate? Basically, am I with the right person? So what I need for you to do is to focus on the decks. They all have the same stone. So we're not really focusing on the gemstone on this one. They all have rose quartz because this will be a love reading. If you need to pause the video to really meditate and focus on what deck is drawing your energy in, or you're drawing the deck of the energy, feel free to do so. You might feel drawn to more than one deck, so these will be short and sweet. So feel free to watch multiple readings if you need to. That being said, we will go ahead and get started. Okay, group 1. This is your reading. So we have rose quartz on top. Rose quartz represents unconditional love. Also very good for the heart chakra. All right. So this is for group 1. Welcome in spirit, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please help bring clarity to this reading. A clear reading for the highest good. We are searching for signs to let us know if we are on the right track, if we are with our soulmate, if we have found our person. All right. This is actually the Friends deck. So the deck you were drawn to today is from the show Friends. If you didn't realize that and you're not a fan of Friends, you might want to check one of the other readings. Or there still is a message here for you. So just be patient. All right. The Star card. Wow. All right, so I will now pull from the bottom and the top. Wow. Okay. So the first card, the center of your reading here, is the Star. This is a very positive card. It brings hope and faith. It's basically having that faith. So you're pouring what you have. You're pouring your love into that cup. Even if you're unsure if you're going to get that back in return. But you are. We have the Ace of Cups here. This is someone offering their cup. Or you have. We do have, you either are or you have, they have offered their cup. We do have the Five of Pentacles. So right now, there is an imbalance going on with the 5. There is a feeling of being ghosted. So you feel like you're kind of left out in the cold. Something's going on, and that's probably what drew you to this specific reading, where in the beginning there was this beautiful cup of love offered, and you gave it your all. You poured all of your emotions into it. And now something has come and thrown the train off the tracks a little bit. There is a bit of imbalance. And maybe there was a fight. You guys aren't speaking right now. Maybe things are just kind of, they're just not, maybe there isn't even a fight, or you aren't being ghosted in that sense. Maybe it's just a bit of, they used to tell you everything. They used to want to be with you all the time. And now you're kind of feeling like not as special, not as adored at this time. So let's figure out why that is. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the reading with a few other decks here so we can gain some clarity. All right. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please help me clarify this reading. All right. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Passion. So this is like the the Ace of Wands. So there might be a little bit of lost passion. We need to ignite that passion again. Under the deck, we have the High Priestess. She is all about trusting your intuition. She's also the You Know card. So maybe you've already been feeling like this. And sometimes we can always, we can actually do ourselves a disservice by putting ourselves out in the cold, where we are kind of down and not feeling our best. So we withdraw. Let me get where we are going on this soul's journey together for this love reading. Spirit, guides, and ancestors, please help clarify this reading. So, sounds like we need to reignite the passion. I don't see any, there isn't any ending cards. You know, we didn't see the Death card. We didn't see like a Seven of Swords. There isn't any deceiving going on or something that needs to come to an ending. There just might be someone's feeling a little bit on the outs. So let's find out where we are in our soul's journey together. I actually want to re-ask the question of why is there lack of passion or an imbalance here? There we go. Envy. I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. So I want to read a little bit from this Envy card. We have, you must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to convey the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, but to try to eliminate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice, because only you know what is in your best interest. If you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn your original lessons again. Okay, so I was specifically asking about the imbalance. So what might have brought you here today is there might be someone in your inner circle, someone at work, something like that, where maybe they have this relationship. Maybe it's new and exciting and passion. And so you're feeling a little bit like, why are we not like that anymore? Or, almost looking at it like your relationship isn't the one. You didn't find the one because you're looking over at them. Now, remember what the card says. You don't know what's actually going on. When we look at people's social media, they're only posting the rose-colored glasses part of their life. Or people tend to, want that envy. So they're going to exaggerate or, just ground yourself, be realistic about things, and reignite the own passion in your relationship. There is nothing here that is saying it is a bad relationship or that you haven't found the one. It actually looks like it started beautiful, and we've got the star card. That was the center card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius yourself. Doesn't have to be. That's just the star is the Aquarius card. But the star is all about hope, healing, faith, just really like pouring your all into it. You've got your intuition. You knew you felt at home with this person. You felt comfortable and you gave it your all. So to have that feeling, you have definitely found the one. So don't do yourself a disservice by being envious of what somebody else is portraying that they have. I hope this has brought you some comfort and clarity on your situation. And if you were drawn to any of the other decks, there might be another message there for you of healing. So thank you so very much. Hello, welcome group 2. So this is the center deck, or the second deck. We have rose quartz charging the deck. Every crystal on here was rose quartz. And rose quartz represents unconditional love. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Welcome, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please help bring us a clear reading for the highest good. One more shuffle. All right. So we would like to know if we are with the one. Are we with our soulmate? Have we found the one? Or do we need to keep looking? Have we found the one? I'm going to keep going until one comes out. There we go. Wow. Judgment right in the center of our reading. And now I pull from the bottom and the top. Wow. Under the deck here we have the Sun card. The Sun card is a yes. So if we're simply asking a yes or no, we are asking, have we found the one? Is this our soulmate? We do have a yes. Center of the reading is Judgment. This might be your second time with this person in this life or another. This might be a true soulmate, twin flame, or you might have been together, separated, and then got back together. We have Judgment, so that is like a second chance. You have found your life purpose. This is a huge card. Emperor, we have the divine masculine here. So you could be divine feminine and you have found your divine masculine. That's another twin flame card. Nine of Wands. There was a long struggle, a lot of hurt, a lot of things that could have very well caused you to put up a wall, put up a huge boundary to protect yourself. This is the wounded warrior. It was a long time to get here, and you might not even be here yet. You might still be fighting this, but you know this is your person. So we're going to go ahead and pull a few clarifying cards. Okay. Spirit, angels, and ancestors, please help clarify this reading. The Nine of Wands is when you're actually at the hardest part, when you're getting your bearings back so you can make it the final leg. It's also where we're putting a protective bubble around ourselves. So for some of you, this could be, you feel like this could be the one, but you don't want to get hurt again because you've been hurt. This is being hurt over and over again in the past. So this is a sign of protecting ourselves. So you might feel like this is the one, but you don't want to be fooled again. You don't want to get hurt again. So you're not putting your wall down. And that's what has led you here to this reading today. For others, this is the person. And you are still fighting to maybe get them to see that they're being stubborn, and you can see it, and you're just trying to be patient. So let's go ahead and get some clarity. Tell me why this Nine of Wands is here. So we have a decision. Movement, choices, and decisions. It's like being at a crossroad and you need to decide which way, which path. Under the deck, we do have victory and success. Usually the Judgment card, the angel up here is blowing a horn. So this is interesting. If some of you are wondering are we going to get back together? I know this is my soulmate. You will have victory and success in that second chance with that person, with that rebirth. You could be dealing with an Aries. We have the Emperor card. But this is the divine masculine, and the Empress is the divine feminine. So there's a choice if you want to put down your walls and trust in this. So there will be movement once the choice is made, and there will be victory and success in that. So I want to, and we have the Sun card over here. That is the happiest card in the deck, and that is a clear yes. So if you're kind of at that crossroad where you've been hurt and you don't want to trust it, that is the only card where there is pull. Everything else is, I feel like once you put down those walls, everything will be smooth sailing. I mean, I'm not going to say everything's happily ever after and like a fairy tale, but, you know, you came here to find out, is this a soulmate? This is a huge soulmate connection. So, angels, guides, and spirit, please help me find out where we are on the soul journey together in this relationship. What do we need to move forward to help us make the choice? Perseverance. So this is representing that final leg where we are catching our bearings, because this has been a hard, long road. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So let me tell you a little bit more about Perseverance card here. So we have, as a soul, you are on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path to take. And here's where we're talking about you're at a crossroads and you need to decide which way you're going. So it says you are the only one that knows which is the correct path to take. Your intuition, your connection to spirit, is your compass. You have the power to stay the course, and you are stronger and more determined than you might first think. Look at everything you've been through. You're a warrior. In order to experience many successes in life, you must mature and realize the strength within yourself and the quality of inner courage. Life doesn't just happen. We must make it happen. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult because we concern ourselves with what others will perceive of us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks to do things you never thought you could do before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Live the joyfulness your soul yearns for, and engage in activities you have always wanted to try but were afraid you'd fail at it. Your soul would not yearn for something that you could not accomplish. Wow, that's big. You have the strength and fortitude to be capable of greatness. Wow, that's beautiful. Yes, this is a big soul connection, a beautiful, happy one. And it's taken you a long, hard road to get there, but you can do it. Just persevere. So I hope this brought you some peace and clarity and comfort. If you were drawn to any of the other decks, feel free to see if there's any messages over there for you as well. Thank you. Okay, group 3. This is the third deck. We have our rose quartz here. That is for unconditional love. We want to welcome in spirit guides, angels, and ancestors to help guide us through this reading for clarity and comfort for our highest good. So today, if you were drawn to this deck, this is actually the Golden Girls deck. So if you are not a fan, who is not a fan of Golden Girls, get off my channel. If you were drawn to any of the other readings, feel free to check those out as well. All right. So today we are asking, am I with my soulmate? I need to shuffle some more. Am I with my soulmate? Have I found the one? Or do I need to keep looking? Is the grass just feeling greener on the other side? But I actually have found my soulmate. Let's gain some clarity. Split the deck at the Ace of Wands. That is our passion. Let's find out. Have I found the one? Is this my soulmate? Ooh. Starting out a little similar to the last reading. So we will pull from under the deck and over the deck. Oh boy. All right, so here we have the High Priestess. This is, you already know the answer to what you've come here for. You know it in your gut. Your intuition is already telling you. Center of the reading, we have the Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. You have gone a long, hard road. It is actually almost over. At the 9, it is when it's at the hardest part. There's been a lot of pain, and when we are in the wounded warrior energy, we are putting up walls to protect ourselves. Literally putting ourselves in a not literally, putting ourselves in a bubble of protection because we don't want to get hurt anymore. We have the Death card. So something might need to come to an end. And then we also have, we are leaving. We are taking our pain. See, this is Dorothy leaving Stan. You know, if you know the Golden Girls, she's moving to calmer waters. She's taking the wisdom that she's learned from this relationship, and she's moving on to something better. So this reading is actually different than the other one when we have the Nine of Wands. I don't believe, with the cards, I will say I don't believe you have found your soulmate. I'm going to ask for clarifying card. Spirit, guides, angels, and ancestors, please help clarify this reading. Please clarify the Death card. Okay. So we have the High Priestess under the deck again. The number 2 major arcana card, that is the High Priestess. She is all about trusting your intuition. So you already know what you need to do. You know that in your soul. So trust that. Clarifying the Death card, we have waiting game. And this is where you're possibly torn between, you're not wanting to make this decision here. You're trapped in fear. You're analyzing it way too much and feeling like this is the I can't card. I am so trapped in, I cannot do this. I can't do this. And so that's holding you can't get your Wheel of Fortune. You can't get the sands of time to get moving again. You can't get new growth or abundance because we are held here in limbo. We are just going around in circles, doing the same thing over and over again. This can feel a lot like Groundhog Day in a sense of, I know I need to end this. This needs to come to an end, but I feel like I can't. Just know that you absolutely can. Your intuition is telling you that's what you need to do. So that you are no longer feeling like you have to put walls up. You can move to calmer waters and go searching for your wish come true, your happily ever after. So let's go ahead and get a soul's journey card to find out where we need to be, where we are, maybe what we need to, basically some last advice here from our angels, guides, and spirit. Please clarify some last advice that will help us get out of that fear, get out of that trapped in fear feeling. I honestly didn't think the Golden Girls were going to bring us such a heavy reading today. But if you are with a Stan, then you already know that's what you got to do. Your version of Stan, whether it's your masculine or feminine, angel, spirit, and guides, please help us on this. Please help us get advice on our soul's journey. How do we get out of the fear? Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. So I'm wanting to say, under the deck we have adversity. I accept the challenges. That challenges are the best way to learn. That is this card. This is this card. We are learning from our past so that we don't make the same mistakes, so that we can move to calmer waters. With this, before I pull out the book, because I know the book is going to say something different, I am wanting to say, because sometimes when someone is trapped in fear, or they're not wanting to leave, it's because they're actually having too much empathy for the other person and not any for themselves. They might be feeling like, how can I do this to that person? In that sense. So you need to see both sides of the situation. Not only, if this is not your person, that by holding time, they're not finding their person either. So try to look at the bigger picture of if you're feeling like you're going to hurt them, that sort of thing. But let's go ahead and take a look at empathy for the soul's journey. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. You don't truly understand another's motivations if you haven't lived their lives and seen the world through their eyes. It's so easy to judge another's behavior matched up against your own and label it as wrong. But you're missing an important part of the equation, the other person's history and personal path. We are all sparks of the divine with a purpose here in the physical dimension, and we can all exert our free will. Some of us have lost our way along the path to love, and it is a human reaction to judge others before examining their journey through their eyes and with compassion. Your job is not to judge, your job is to love and understand. So that being said, I want to take another look at the reading to find out if, for some of you, this might be this person. Let's say the person you're dealing with is the wounded warrior, and you're feeling like, this can't be my person. They're too damaged. They have, so maybe this is saying to have empathy, that they need to go through a transformation to be healed. and so that the relationship can move to calmer waters. Maybe they are trapped in fear. Maybe they are an actual wounded warrior, like a veteran, where they have a lot of stuff that can be looked at as holding them back, a lot of pain that needs to be brought out and healed. Let me see if there's anything else. I have these here. I haven't used them yet, actually, for any of the readings. So here for the third reading, I'm going to pull one of each of these. So these are the two little soulmate decks that I have. So that might give us some clarity. And I was charging those with this rose quartz wand here. So let's go ahead and see. As you can see, I don't like bringing bad news, so I'm trying to look at every which way of this reading. But please don't shoot the messenger. Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, please help clarify this reading. Please give us insight to the health of this relationship. What is this fear and wound? Is this a soulmate relationship? Please clarify. There we go. The golden mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Okay. So if this relationship started where you thought this person is fantastic, they are, they are everything. They treat me like a queen. They adore me. And then you kind of got locked in, and then it's been nothing but, just gaslighting, making you feel like you're crazy, them withholding that, withholding compliments, or withholding, the adoration. It just completely changed to where they are selfish. You could be dealing with a narcissist relationship, and that is definitely a stan. That is definitely something that you need to get out of. Let me see if we can gain any clarity. I don't know why a few of these are upside down. It doesn't really matter. These don't do reversals, but angels, guides, spirit, ancestors. What is the purpose of this relationship here? End of learning phase. So the purpose of this relationship was for learning. Maybe, now this is letting me know that we have a narcissist card and empathy. So that's kind of what I was feeling when I was, before I read from the book. A lot of narcissists And then under the deck here on this one, we have moving on and escape. That's what she's doing. A lot of narcissists are attracted to empaths. So I feel like this is a narcissist empath relationship. And you need to move on and escape. The best way to do that, because I am an empath myself, so I have many narcissists that I have encountered in my life. The best way, and it seems to be the only way to do that, is they call it gray rock, where when you leave, you go with no contact, because the person is so, that's when they'll turn that love bombing back on, when you're leaving. So you stay in this time warp where you keep staying and you think it's going to change. You have to literally cut off communication. Now, if you have children with this person, you can still find a way to do that for the beginning part of you leaving. And then, you obviously will eventually regain that communication for the children's, exchanging children and things like that. But you have 2 High Priestess cards. That is, you already know what you have to do. There is so many podcasts and YouTube videos on narcissism. There is actually, if this person isn't the grandiose, where they are self-absorbed and they, where it's like boisterous, where everybody knows they're a damn narcissist. There is such a thing called a covert narcissist. So you might want to look that up under YouTube videos. You'll be astounded by how many narcissists there are actually that you didn't realize, because it's not so out in the open. They are actually more considered a shy narcissist or a victim narcissist, where they're very more like passive aggressive and things like that. But that's actually the harder one. That's actually the harder one to, you actually stay longer in that, because it's not so obvious. There's a lot of games with that, and you actually feel like everybody loves this person. No one's going to support me if I try to leave this person, so I wish you all the best of luck and safety in your journey through this. And just, please educate yourself on what you're dealing with and how to do it safely. So I try to bring you all my love and light in this kind of situation. I have been in an abusive relationship, and I've been in narcissist relationships. I have, a narcissist parent. So if I could give you any more advice, I just, I'm still learning myself. So please look up information, and there's a lot of empowerment with that. It's almost like you don't let the narcissist know that they are one, or that they are one. But by you knowing, it's very empowering, because then you know what you're dealing with and how to deal with it. So with that, I will leave you. Best of luck to you. Be safe. And thank you so much.